little bit.
Yeah, I don't want to mess you guys up.
Is open around this time, so if you guys want to go check it out.
Now just start asking questions.
Yeah, we've got crew shirts and stuff like
You
that
don't
in
need
there,
that.
so if you need them, just ask the team. We'll get you.
Oh, it's live, baby.
Oh, yeah.
We're live.
We're live. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Motor Stardom Show live at Daytona. You may not think we're at Daytona, but we're in a motorhome that's in Daytona in the infield. It's a beautiful day out here at Daytona, at least for the time being. Rain could potentially be on the way. That's the case always when we're here at Daytona. But we're live for the first time. Usually we stream virtually. We're live for the first time, I guess, since we've been at Daytona. But that wasn't really a Motor Stardom show. That was pre-birth of Motor Stardom with Frankie Muniz.
I don't think it was pre-birth of Motor Stardom, but it was pre-birth of the Motor Stardom show.
Yes,
it was
Motor Stardom baby that we all created.
Yeah, it was the idea behind it more than anything else. As far as like that, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, that was the day that the idea sparked.
It was.
It was pretty much right after that. It was right after the truck race. Me and RJ had a conversation. Apparently, RJ had a conversation with Steven about it too. So
allegedly,
the idea brewed up, and then a few weeks later, we went on the show and we made it happen, and here we are right now with our first official live show with the Motor Stardom. So it's really exciting, and it's so cool to see how far we've all grown and got to where we are now.
Well, the first order of business is simple, which is to anybody watching. Okay, I don't know who needs to hear this. Somebody has to know, and somebody has to hear this exact comment. If you get on an airplane, you don't own the airplane.
Yeah.
Keep your shoes on. Keep your feet in the shoes. Don't eat stinky foods. Like, what are we doing? Spirit Airlines, not a good flight experience. But we're in the Mason Maggio motorhome now, ready to get rocking.
Yeah, probably was not, but no. As we're saying all this, we've got our first guest coming right through the door.
Holy piss!
And ladies and gentlemen, let's
Come
give
on.
it up. We got Garrett Smithley driving
Oh,
the
baby.
14 car for SS Greenlight Racing.
Yeah, this is high budget stuff right here.
This is really high budget.
This is high budget
We're
stuff.
doing what we got, man.
Yeah.
We're
How we doing?
sit-
Oh yeah, right there.
Yeah,
Better than what we originally had planned for the guest chair.
Sick.
Tommy Simpson, come say hi, dude. Don't be shy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tommy Simpson. He worked. Come on, get in there. SS
shot.
Greenlighting.
Yeah.
There we go. The brains behind the entire operation of SS Greenlight Racing. Literally, he built the team with his bare hands. But Garrett Smithley, we're here at Daytona International Speedway. Do you enjoy coming here?
I do. Is that
Also, we have one microphone here. We're gonna let
I
you hold
see.
it the entire time.
Again, low budget.
Low budget.
What we got.
It projects. You can hear everything, but we want them to hear you the most. So.
Yeah.
Tommy, I'm firing Tommy for booking me on this podcast.
I would too.
Well, we're at Daytona. It's dry so far. It's Florida, as you know. It's not going to stay that way forever. But I love Daytona. I finished 5th here one time. That's my claim to fame. And I finished 8th here 7th with flex tape all over it. Back in the JD Motorsports days when we had 4 Flex Seal cars. So that was pretty fun. I love this place. I mean, it's a love-hate relationship because you hit really hard here. But it's an opportunity, as you know, for teams like us to go and compete and put our best foot forward. So I'm excited about it.
Yeah, we're hoping the rain holds off for a little bit. Obviously, it can get a little bit messy. What's your worst rain experience you've had here? Maybe your funnest rain story.
No, I have a really fun one. So it was 2017, the July race, back when we did the Firecracker 400 weekend here, which it should still be there, but whatever. So we were running the Xfinity race, and I don't know, we got like halfway or quarter way through, and it rained. And it was obvious that we were not going back green. So they had a UFC fight, or not a UFC fight, it was a MMA fight.
Oh, I remember this.
Like,
oh my God.
so I don't even know what series, but it was like they had an octagon in the fan zone. And so in the middle of the race, all of us, me and Ross and Harrison Rhodes was my teammate at the time too. We all came, we were sitting like literally front and center ringside of this UFC fight in the middle of the Xfinity race. It's raining, the guys are slipping and falling and sweat's getting pelted and blood's getting pelted. It was crazy. It was the first time that I ever went to an MMA fight. And it was live on Fox Sports 1. And like we got on TV and everybody's freaking out. It's like, oh my gosh, there's a bunch of race car drivers. It's funny because all the pit crew guys came over and they were suited up. So everybody thought that there was like 100 NASCAR drivers around this fight. So we had a good time doing that.
I do remember that. Would have been hilarious if they let you guys get in the ring and just start duking it out.
Well, I was gonna say, like, Jeffrey Earnhardt used to be an MMA fighter, so he would be the guy to do that. I would not be the guy to do that. I've never been in a fight in my life. Maybe with my brother when I was like a child.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be the guy.
Yeah, they always stress boys have at it in the garage area, and then when we have at it, then everybody's pulling each other back. So why not have the octagon? If everybody's really, if we know some guys in the garage area have problems with each other, why not just duke it out and then shake hands at the end of the day? That's the way I look at it.
There's a small, I mean, it's a small percentage of drivers that actually would do that. I would love to see it,
Yeah.
but small percentage of drivers. Have you ever been in a fight?
I've been in 2 or 3.
Absolutely
maybe my
not.
whole life.
I don't believe it for a
Steven,
friggin'
okay,
second.
but you haven't been a part of my life for that long, so
You don't know where he
haven't
came
seen- Yeah, yeah. I've gotten in a few fights.
Came
but,
from
where
in Florida?
Jupiter. So
This guy hails from Jupiter, Florida. You've
But,
seen it.
He's gonna end up on a Florida man headline.
Oh, 100%.
The way that
NASCAR
car's
Florida
looking,
driver.
I mean, listen, I did drive for Floridian Motorsports a couple times last year, so we're off to a great start.
There you go.
Oh my god.
You were. Shout out Scott Austin for.
Could you imagine Mason Maggio in a fight? Like, just think about it. Like, actually, I just need you to think about like you walk back. You had a terrible race. Okay, you finished 31st. You crashed. You totaled the car. And when you get back to the motorhome, there's Mason Maggio squared up, ready to clock you.
You have to set up the scenario. So after the race today, during the race today,
Here, come on the podcast, Tommy.
There
all right. So imagine this scenario. This is you, right? You're hanging out. You know, there's a 1-car spin in front on the backstretch, and Mason Maggio comes from 40 cars back, ass packs you.
Sure.
You end up in the lake.
Yeah.
What, like, how do you approach fighting him? Because, like, look at him. You could take him. He claims he goes to the gym all the time.
Jeez.
I mean, I'm his
Does this
roommate.
look like a man who goes to the gym?
No, it doesn't.
I mean,
Like, what do you do?
You know,
Turn that
Hey,
fan on, Steve.
Tommy, don't come home this week.
I
can take you in a fight, too.
I wouldn't even have to worry about it because Bobby Daughter would take care of him before I got there. So we're good to go.
Hey, man, listen, Joey, we know Joey Gates isn't afraid to scrap either. So
I know. I got yelled at Joey this year.
T-Motor got called to the hauler once in his, like, 30-year NASCAR career. So.
well, he almost fought Ross a couple of years ago at like Mid-Ohio.
Who, Joey?
Yeah, well,
He's
they
talking about
tried.
Joey.
Oh,
He tried.
Joey, yeah. Your team owner, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian Berry made sure that didn't happen.
Dude.
Why Joey almost fight Ross Chastain?
I think it was when Ross. It was still when Ross was.
It was Mid-Ohio. I believe it was 2017 or 18. Is it 18? Okay. I know he called Ross the Golden Boy,
Oh.
which is fine.
They zoom back in and Bobby's just still standing at the doorway of the hauler. I'm not getting involved in that.
You know, it's funny. Before Ross was Ross, I mean, Ross was always Ross, but the Ross that we know today, World 600 winner Ross Chastain, he got in some scraps over the years. Before he got to Cup, he was in quite a bit of fights in Xfinity. Like, I know Brennan Gaughan,
Who's that guy you
Jeremy
almost-
Clements.
Iowa, he pissed off.
Ryan Reed. I think.
Ryan Reed,
It was Ryan
yes,
Reed. Holy
yeah.
shit.
Charged
Ralph
him.
Ralph was there. If you saw Ross's dad, Ralph was there, and Ralph was about to go, and he's like, "All right, no, I'm gonna let him handle it."
Respect it.
So,
Yeah, Ross
Fun
fights
stuff.
his Scraps. Yeah, obviously the one with Gregson's the one everybody remembers. 'Cause
But,
he
you know,
tossed that right up.
when you're good and you're running good, and in that point, he was at JD Motorsports, and we were not supposed to be running good, and he was racing like a lot of guys that didn't want to race against him. That's what happens. They don't like when us back in the back of the garage races with them. So
That kind of reminds me, we talked about JD Motorsports, and that it reminds me of a conversation we had with Ryan Vargas on the show way earlier in the year about how the Xfinity Series has changed
I mean, you can go back, put it in a decade span. All these teams that have kind of, unfortunately, moved out of the Xfinity Series. I think, I mean, we list them all. I mean, JD Motorsports, obviously not there anymore. Jimmy Means, a bunch of various Xfinity Series organizations, Xfinity teams that were full-time that are now kind of just on a partial scale. What have you seen? What's been the most notable thing that you've noticed as a guy that's been racing in Xfinity nationwide, now soon to be the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series next year? How's it changed kind of from your eyes?
Yeah, I mean, back in 2016 was my full-time rookie season at JD Motorsports. We could go on basically like a quarter of the budget that like we're racing at SS Greenlight and go and compete for top 20s every single week. We could run on scuffed tires. We could run, basically we were running Clements motors back in the day, SB2s, which was like the generation before what we're racing now, motor. And so, like, basically, we were just doing it so cheap and still being able to compete and be competitive. And now, I mean, I think that somebody told me that there's 19 ECR lease motors in this field. And that's just the, I mean, that's not counting Junior Motorsports. They got Hendrick Motors. That's not counting Gibbs. That's not counting any of the Ford cars. I mean, it's just the competition has been absolutely insane, and it has not been harder to compete in the Xfinity Series than this year.
I legitimately think I think there's 4 or 5 cars in the whole field who don't have lease motors this week. Like it's like almost no one. And if you go back to 17 or 18, over half the field didn't have lease motor. It was like, what the hell was a lease motor? Pretty much everyone just had their own program. And now it's like, holy crap, you're either spending a few $1 million a year to go run 15th, or you're going to pay what you can and probably struggle to fight for 30th.
Yeah. Well, at the beginning of the season, especially going into Daytona, making that race is so pivotal for all of our teams, especially in the situation that we're in. And it almost, you can't go to Daytona, especially the first Daytona, and not have a lease motor. It's almost impossible. I mean, you look at a lot of good teams that don't lease motors for those tracks, and it's obvious. It's painfully obvious when they qualify. In the race, it's not a huge deal. It still helps, especially if you're up front and trying to win the race. But it's almost to the point where, I mean, next year I would be shocked if there was more than 2 or 3 going into Daytona, and certainly the ones that make the race. It's definitely changed a lot, but that's how the sport is. We have to adapt and we have to overcome, and we're survivors. We just gotta keep at it.
We're not sending anybody home today, at least. No DNQs. 38 cars make the race if we so do get to qualify. You guys ever have a specific outlook? I guess I shouldn't ask about qualifying. Qualifying's qualifying, but the race. The more of the lower funded teams, they say, per se. What goes into that game plan where you guys are more so of like, okay, I want to be there at the end, get a good finish? You've had some of those runs this year where you guys have just kind of been able to be there at the end. I think, wasn't it the Martinsville Absolute Melee? You guys put together a really good run there at the end where everybody just, we've replayed that plenty of times. But it goes into a race where you're kind of like, okay, all I want to do is be there at the end. And does it, like, do you get antsy as a driver and you kind of just ride around back there like, man, I'd love to be doing something right now, but I know this is a safe play?
Yeah, well, first I'll address qualifying. My strategy is I'm gonna grab 3 good shifts and then hold it to the floor. I mean, that's it. That's my speed secret for qualifying. Now, see, he was right. Now, now he knows what to do.
Teach him what you go for, like, Mason probably normally starts in 4th, so you got to tell him which
So he
direction.
doesn't spin the tires off. The
It's an H pattern, so 1's up here, 2, 3, 4. Just so you
Don't put this guy
Are you
in the
gonna
next
run all
gen
the laps
car.
next race, Steven?
probably not.
So.
Hey, you guys are teammates. Calm down.
Yeah, so back to your question. For us, we know that this is an opportunity race. We know that if we don't make it to the checker flag, we don't have a shot to finish good. We don't have a shot to pick up points. We don't even have a shot to, run top 20. So really, you have to get to the end. For me, I like to ride like lead the second pack or be at the beginning of that second pack for the first 2 stages. As long as you have 3 or 4 cars with you, you're not going to go a lap down in the first 2 stages. So that's first. And then when stage 3 starts, I'm going to try to ride right at the back of that big pack and be right there. I don't think because of the stages, I don't think that we have to pit in the 3rd stage. I'll have to talk to my crew chief. That's above my pay grade. But regardless, if we do end up pitting,
You do have to pit in the 3rd stage.
we do have to. Are you sure? There's only
Can't make it on.
40 laps. I don't know.
That's
We'll
like 37.
we'll see. What if we flip? What if we flip?
A lot of cautions.
What if we flip the stage? What if we flip stage 2?
Somebody's gonna flip it.
So, not me.
Well, Garrett's gonna be out of fuel in the backstretch.
Right.
So it won't be him.
Maybe-
Tommy Simpson promoted to crew chief.
Yeah. Regardless, you have to stay sucked up to that 3rd pack or that first pack in that 3rd stage, so you can be prepared to pit with the top cars, and have a shot to win. So that's kind of my strategy. It's really, really hard as a driver to not just hammer down full throttle and drive to the front. I mean, because you can do it at any time, if you pick the right lines. You see it in the cup races. I mean, they're saving fuel like crazy because of their strategy. It's a little bit different for them, but not a lot of people realize that we're not wide open in the pack. We're doing like a dance with our feet, just trying to ride the brake a little bit, try to lift when you can. You're kind of doing this the whole time when you're in the draft, making sure you're not running over somebody in front of you, making sure that you're not getting run over behind you, making sure that you're in a safe spot while you're riding. So even when we're running single file, we're still working in the car. So it is very difficult to kind of hold yourself back, but you just have to realize that there's that end goal to win, and really we only have a shot to do that a few times a year, and this is one of them.
Obviously, the advent, the specialty of plate racing is the pack racing, but also I think stage racing has changed it a lot, because everyone used to be able to. You were always able to lay back, right? But now with the stages, you can lay back and guarantee you don't lose a lap.
Yep.
So I think it makes it a way more appealing strategy than it used to be, and it makes it way better for those guys who usually run in the back, because you can do it and not have to worry about it, and really do a better job of guaranteeing yourself a really good finish.
Yep, absolutely, and that's what it's going to take. I mean, you see it both sides, right? You see guys that stay up front, like an Austin Hill, right? I mean, he's up front all the time. He's fortunate that he's had the finishes that he's had, and he's done a good job. But there's just so much risk. If one person makes one wrong move, then 20 cars are in that wreck, and then you're done, and then you're sitting in the garage thinking, man, that was stupid. Why was I in that situation? So for us, stage points don't really matter. It's not really worth trying to get them. So as long as we get to the checker flag, we're happy.
Exactly. So hypothetically, you win tonight, right? Hypothetically speaking.
Wow, we almost had a spit take.
Jeez,
That's crazy.
dude, come on.
No faith over
That
here.
was so inappropriate. I was so bad about that. But
Dang.
The question lead was crazy. Question lead. We're talking about laying back.
Yeah. Okay. Now we're
If SS Greenlight wins, I will personally wire Garrett Smithley $1,000 for that. I will spit take. Look,
Clip
I'm saying
that.
it right now.
Clip that.
Personally, I have to.
You heard it here first.
That's my
Did you say
apology.
Garrett Smithley or SS Greenlight Racing?
I said Garrett Smithley.
No, he's.
I think he said
You said SS
Well,
green light.
Whatever.
Patrick Emmerling, baby.
It's okay.
Tommy Simpson bonus time.
I'll get red talk time. Yeah.
Anyways, my unprofessionalism aside.
Anyways, yeah. Hypothetically, you win tonight. Like I ask
Mhm.
people this: where are you celebrating? Where are you going to eat? Like.
Well, I'm camping over here in the loop, so there's gonna be a giant party over there.
Okay.
Mom's doing pasta bar at our hauler, so it's not an open invite. But if you are a sponsor of SS Greenlight or on the team, we'll see you there. But or yeah, I mean you could wire it before the race, and you could be a sponsor. You get free pasta bar. There you go.
Garrett, if you need me to send over your pen pal, Venmo, whatever it is, I'll forward it.
My
over.
pen pal.
So
Is that a new app? Is that a new app?
Dude, he's outing himself. He's like,
Jeez.
yes. Density energy all over my body.
Bro needs a pouch right
Bro,
Truthfully, though, if I end up winning this race, I don't know if I'm gonna make it out of Daytona International Speedway. Like, I think I'm just here, and I'm just gonna retire, and just that's gonna be it.
Hey, listen. If there's anything that I've learned, you gotta always end off on a high note. So
That's right.
listen.
Garrett's average finish here is 15.2. So
Hey,
Wow.
there you go. See,
I've never
That's gotta
finished
be-
15th in my entire life.
that's gotta be pretty high up.
That's got to be high up there. I mean, I thought somebody said Tommy Joe tweeted that Dale Earnhardt Sr.'s average finish here or Talladega was like 15 something or 12 something. So
Okay, that's a good comparison.
I'm just saying, like, I feel very comfortable at these tracks. Well, I say comfortable, like it's not comfortable in the race, but finishing wise, I know how to manage these races. I've done the dumb things and driven up and gotten crashes, and I don't know. We've been in position here at the end of the race several times, so I'm excited about it. Whenever we do race this race.
Pat's is 15.0. Yours is 15.2.
All right.
We got some
So
dogs in
we
the
got
field
some.
today.
All right.
I
So
know who I'm sticking with in
me and Patrick are gonna do some Ricky Bobby shake and bake stuff and
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Magic Man and El Diablo, and it's gonna be
Move
great.
over, Mason Maggio. We're
Yeah.
coming through.
Yeah, I will
Yeah.
not do what I did in Atlanta. I will say that.
Does that make Mason Mike Honcho?
I was gonna say, I'm genuinely curious.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
What'd you do at Atlanta?
Oh no.
I don't think he knows. I don't think he understands what that means, but I totally.
No,
I don't think
you got
that's
it.
What happened at Atlanta.
You got it.
No, it was just a funny situation. It's an inside joke between me and Garrett.
Oh, okay.
Funny. It's not. It wasn't funny for him, but
It
eventually
wasn't.
we talked about it. I could tell he wasn't happy with it, but hey, it's.
That was the
lesson
angriest I've
learned.
ever seen
Hey,
Garrett's face.
here's the
Lesson
deal.
learned.
You can get some redemption tonight. How's that?
Absolutely.
So also we both have pink cars this weekend. You got some pink and green.
Is yours pink?
Mine's pink and
True Brand's back.
yeah, we got True Brand. Yeah, huge sponsor of mine, True Brand Products, truebrandproducts.com, shameless plug. My car is as fast as truebrandproducts.com.
Yeah.
You
TrueBrandProducts.com.
gotta get ahead of it. You gotta sing the O'Reilly jingle. Get ahead of it.
No,
If you do, I hear they're giving 11 grand just to up Xfinity. You know,
Really?
it's 10 grand for
Well,
fast. It's fast as Xfinity, or maybe it's 5. something like that.
My car is
Honestly, now.
as good as set
I
up
I
as
actually
O'Reilly
have no
Auto
fucking
Parts.
clue what I'm talking about.
have you raced an Xfinity race before?
Yeah.
When?
What was the last time?
Pocono.
Pocono this year?
No, last year.
Oh, last year. Well, that's
35 car.
why, because I wasn't in it, because JD Motorsports shut down.
Yes. Yes.
Thomas
That's
and
why I made the race.
Thomas Annunziato is the last JD Motorsports driver.
Yep. I was there. Yeah. Fellow New Jersey go-kart racer Thomas Annunziato. nonetheless. So,
Yeah.
What
Well-
was? Yeah.
Well, I got one more question for you.
Sure.
And this is always something I like to ask people because it's good to know, like, especially with drivers, you know, who don't get the opportunity to run up front a ton. If you have the opportunity to win, are you wrecking somebody for the win? Or does it depend on who it is?
I think
Here or somewhere else.
Anywhere.
For-
We'll go
If
here
it's
because
Maggio, he's driving
Right.
right.
for legal purposes, I have to say no, or else I'll get fined, and I can't afford a fine.
Right.
So,
Well, you could. I think you might be able to if you win Daytona, huh?
I would say a lot of people say that they would wreck their grandma. I would wreck my grandma, but I wouldn't wreck my Meemaw.
Interesting.
I'll say
Yeah,
that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good. That's a good.
So,
way to put it.
because I know grandma would wreck me, and I'm pretty sure Meemaw wouldn't wreck me. So,
That's a good. I think that's a good policy to live by. You'd wreck the people who probably wreck you, but you wouldn't wreck the people who would race you.
Right.
In that same.
I mean, listen, at the end of these races, I mean, nobody's wrecking anybody to win at Daytona or Talladega. I mean,
Right.
it's a huge danger.
You're not-
I would say, I mean, I'll beat and bang and Rubbin's racing
Yeah.
and all that. I almost raced my way into the Daytona 500 racing for Carl back in 2021. It was me and Noah Gragson. Kaz was in the colleague car and he crashed, and David Reagan had already qualified in because of his qualifying lap. So me and Noah Gragson, he was in the 62, and we were beating and banging. Literally, it felt like a short track race at Daytona in the Cup race. And unfortunately, we both got taken out. We got wrecked. But we were literally side by side when it happened, and it was like some of the most fun racing I've ever had. And so I'll say I'm not gonna wreck anybody, but I will race the crap out of them for sure.
Race a little hard. Yep.
you have as fun as in the next gen car?
Yeah, it was so much fun.
Ooh, I wish you. You're turning your face away from the camera.
I actually have never raced a next gen super speed race, so I don't know. I will say that I had my best race, my best cup finish ever in next gen at Auto Club. Last Auto Club race that I was ever in. Finished
Was that the last one? Or was that the
21st.
last one?
No, the
You were in 22.
I ran 22, so 23 was the last year. So I was actually I do have to give myself a shameless plug. I was the only driver going into that race that had never driven a next gen car ever and never had any sim time, never tested or anything like that. So I feel pretty good that we finished 21st on the lead lap
Yeah,
for
That
Rickway
was
Racing.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
You guys had really put together some really solid runs that year.
Yeah,
From what I
yeah.
Someone
That.
in the comment section has a comment too.
Oh, there's a comment. There's comments on here.
Holy.
What are we on? What are we on? I see X. Is that X?
So we've got 3. We've got boys are chilling in the trailer. Hope you guys stay dry this weekend.
Thanks.
Appreciate the Friday 12 noon show. Thanks, Checkered Flag Dan.
Checkered Flag Dan.
And Garrett Smithley sucks.
Sick.
Those are the 3 that we've got so far.
Who? Yeah. Who commented that?
I can't really read it. Can you read that for me?
Tommy.
Oh,
Simpson.
should we?
That is, but
Should we go back to my nickname, Garrett 35thly? That was my cup nickname for a long time.
Wow.
Fans,
Kyle Witter?
fans.
Kyle Busch.
Well,
Kyle, yeah. Oh, we all remember that Kyle Busch pipe ball.
that was good. That was good times.
Your average finish last year was like 26. You're like 26th now.
Well,
Garrett 26thly. We'll take that.
You're moving up in the world.
We'll take that.
tonight,
Yeah.
we will witness chaos at Daytona International Speedway. This guy's going to miss all of it, and this guy hopefully as well. And you will be seeing the 14 and the 35 up at the front, and the 07 at the end of this race. And Stephen Malazzi will be down $1,000.
Yes, I will be wiring personal. I will do it live on
But
Motor
he'll-
Stardom. I will show people.
But he'll be getting
on,
positive.
on Mason Maggio's new financial transaction site, PenPal.
As Bill O'Reilly says, we'll do it live.
All right, Garrett Smithley, everybody. Thank you for coming on the show.
you.
And
Great
Tommy
meeting you.
Simpson.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
We'll see you out there.
Yes, sir.
We'll have Tommy Simpson on at some point. He'll come in Mason's door. or
Thank you,
something.
Tommy Simpson, for arranging this.
Yeah, thank you, Tommy Simpson. All right, and so we say goodbye to them, and now we.
I feel
it's
so bad
interesting.
about
There's-
that.
Jeez, man, you freaking
That was really shitty.
spit your stuff out, man.
I'm really
Golly.
shitty coming back, dude. I feel like such a dick.
So hypothetically, you win. Jeez, bro.
Dude,
That's
come on.
that's friendly
It's
fire,
actually
guys.
the
Come
worst.
on.
I know, and I'm a starting park merchant, and here we go, making fun of one of the all-time great backmarker drivers, guy who's done it on merit his
Gosh.
whole career, and here I am being a douche. I feel really bad about that one. Love you, Garrett Smithley. Thanks for coming on. I meant to make more fun of Mason Maggio during that segment, and somehow I laughed.
Well, to be fair, Tommy Simpson covered a lot of that. Speak of the freaking devil, he
No!
But yeah, no, that's usually Tommy Simpson and then Stephen Malazzi's job is to make fun of me without my consent.
Well,
so.
we got about 9 minutes till our next guest comes in here, Cesar Baccarella. Let's take this time a little. Ooh, is that a fireplace?
That is a fireplace.
Nice.
Nice.
I was gonna say we get too off the rails here. We'll give a tour of Mason Maggio's RV, but let's interview Mason Maggio about tonight's race because he is a race car driver and he is competing tonight. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. Hopefully we can get qualifying in, kind of see where we stack up, where the car is at. Obviously a huge weekend for our partners at Density Energy Pouches. We got a ton of cans here. We got a ton of cool stuff that we're trying to do this weekend. So we're excited about that. Got the fan zone booth at 1 o'clock. So
this guy's signing
yeah,
autographs.
very, very shortly after the show, I will have to scramble over there, but not really excited.
Okay, they open at 1:30. You'll be good.
Yeah, so, no, but I mean, I will say this, Joey Gates Motorsports brings pretty darn good super speedway cars, so
Yeah.
really, really excited to see what we got. Working with the boss man this weekend who's in the 53, so really excited about that. And, just kind of the same deal as Garrett, just really bide our time the first 2 stages and, put ourselves in a position to capitalize on hopefully a good run in the end. We ran really good in the truck race earlier this year with Hettinger Racing, so with a 15th place finish, so hopefully we can repeat and if not better it.
Yeah, I gotta answer a question from the comments. Where can we get Density Energy? Mason Maggio, there's a code Maggio15. Where can you get it?
Off of Amazon.com, man. We got a ton of great flavors here with Berry Beast, Viking Spirit, Viking Energy, excuse me, Chaos Cola, and so many others. So be sure to check it out. We also got all of the flavors listed on the race car as well, so that's really, really cool. So, yeah, go to Amazon.com, go to Density Energy Pouches, use Maggio15 for 15% off your order, and try it for yourself, man. We'd love to hear it. We'd love to hear what you guys think of it, and we appreciate Density being a great partner with myself as well as the show.
Yeah, Density Energy is on Mason Maggio's car. He's got a bright pink and black car that he will be racing tonight. So it's gonna be hard to miss, I believe, under those Daytona lights.
Absolutely.
Nice scheme. I guess Garrett Smithly's scheme is pink too. So
yeah, we got the two pink cars that are hopefully going to be working together. I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
And then I got a lot to look forward to tonight, but got to be on our toes. Like Garrett said, you're never really settled in at a plate track. It's pretty much you're working nonstop. So really excited about tonight. Look forward to hopefully capitalizing on another good result.
yeah, a track like this, it's tighter than Talladega. Talladega's pretty wide.
Yeah. And that's what I was going to say too. Is people don't realize is like Daytona, I would definitely say is tougher than Talladega. Talladega is a lot wider of a racetrack. Shut up. Oh, it's so hot here. And
RJ's talking about how tight it is.
No,
Mason's talking about how wide it is. What are we doing, guys? What
I
is?
love this motorhome.
I love the Motor Stardom show.
we are very unprofessional for a
Look, this
professional
is our
show.
dream, right? This is as close as we're gonna get right now to what we want it to be, man. We want to have a studio show in the future. We'll be in North Carolina.
Yeah.
We'll be more than one microphone.
By the way, yeah, I was gonna say this guy's talking about a studio. How about a second mic?
Third even.
I mean, anything. But I mean, you guys can't see, but the setup we have right now, immaculate. An iPhone on a tripod, on a kitchen sink counter, angled perfectly into the corner of a motorhome. I mean, truly, and I mean this in the most respectful way possible to all those affiliated with the Motor Stardom show. A porno has a higher budget. So, back to Mason Maggio.
I can't. Well, I mean, you're not wrong, but that's besides the point. But anyway, listen, we're working with what we got, ladies and gentlemen, and what we got is a lot of heart and dedication.
Yeah, we really
That's
do.
what we got. Damn it, that's what we got.
Well, I like to think, and I think this of all the people who are
60.
what we would traditionally of what we would traditionally call backmarkers, but we all have passion. We all have passion.
At the end of the day, that's
it.
Yeah, it's what the sport is driven on, realistically, Steven, and it is the passion, right? We
Speedy,
see guys.
man.
Passion.
We
Yeah.
are the foundation.
Yeah, we are the foundation. We're one of the many that have the foundation. I mean,
The founding fathers.
yeah, the founding fathers, the founding mothers and sisters and brothers and whatever you want to call it.
Exactly.
But no, I mean, there's a lot of passion in the garage area. It's the reason we keep doing this is because we love what we do. Whether we're out there only running a few laps or we're running the full race in 27th at best. So it's but it's what it's all about. It's the people and it's the passion behind it that allow us to keep coming back, to keep doing cool stuff like this, and be able to have some fun in the process.
Let's have a quick conversation. Are we allowed to talk about next weekend yet?
We got some stuff cooking for next week. I will say that, so I'm really excited
So
about that.
so
no.
we can't. The answer's no. We can't.
Yeah,
talk about
we're-
it.
Listen, we are cooking, ladies and gentlemen, but we can't tell you what we're cooking up.
Can we tell them by Tuesday? Well, the entry list.
I mean, when the
The
entry
entry
list
list will-
comes out, it will speak for itself.
Yeah.
But an official
We
announcement.
will have a great announcement, hopefully by Tuesday night. But if not, just stay tuned to their social channels, my social channels. We'll have that out for you.
I don't say anything on my social channels
yeah,
about
you don't say
Yeah.
shit. You need
No,
to
he's
start
silent
doing
but
that.
deadly.
why. What you want me to announce that I'm?
Unless it's Twitter.
Never
Unless
mind.
it's
Hey,
Twitter.
man, networking, Anyway,
Yeah,
nonetheless, it's great to be here in the Mason Maggio RV.
Yeah.
This is the first weekend officially that Motor Stardom is a credentialed outlet. That's big for the brand, big for me. I'm very excited about that. It's been a lot in the works. It was a year ago to this weekend, after this weekend, where a lot of people know as NASCAR Port was converted over to Motor Stardom. Took the dive into making my own kind of media company. That's my goal. We got MotorStardom.com. We got Motor Stardom Show. We got Motor Stardom on Instagram. Stuff's cooking. So it's glad for it to at least pay off a little bit. We're here. It's going to be a great weekend. But yeah, Motor Stardom's credentialed finally.
Where did
It's
you
awesome.
come up with Motor Stardom?
So, Funny enough, I was actually scavenging through trying to find a name for months. I was asking friends. I was trying to come up with them myself. I actually typed something into ChatGPT one time and said, "Come up with names," just to get some ideas of
AI
like
is
first and
taking our
last name.
creativity, ladies and gentlemen.
I was trying to exercise all options, but ironic enough, Motor Stardom is not something that I'd found on GPT, not something that a friend had told me. I don't really remember exactly how I came to it, but I was just like, I think I came up with Stardom as the end. I saw Stardom, and I was like, okay, we can do Stardom, and then what can I put in front of Motor Stardom? It's a long process of making sure there's no website, there's no domain, Instagram, Facebook, podcast, nothing. Because I had a few names before that, but there'd be like a podcast, with not too many viewers, or maybe it's not even active, but I still don't want to do that. I'll come up with something ultimately original. There was nothing under Motor Stardom. Found it stick, made the logo, almost same amount of characters, and figured let's let it ride. So
It's a great story.
to change the media industry a little bit, do something fun, do something creative, something people never seen before. I like getting some. We're gonna have to get these out there. Some Motor Stardom drip. This is the Miami polo, the Miami Vice polo that I wear in Homestead, but I'm wearing it here because there's also a beach here, and I'm not wearing the black. It's too hot for that. I'm
I have the
making
clean
that.
white
See,
one this
see,
week.
that's where I went wrong in the all black fit. So
All
yeah.
black fits hard, but
It
just,
does go hard,
You know.
but it's also very, very hot and very, very miserable. But
Exactly.
we ballin'.
So we got to get Checkered Flag Dan to a race. We got to do it.
Well, he
you and
goes
I,
to races.
you and I, we got
Very
to get him
loyal
garage
fan of
passes.
He
He
goes to races.
We got to
it
get the
just
man.
seems like,
Do you know what
yeah.
he just said in the comments? We got to get Checkered Flag Dan some garage passes. He said, "I'll make a donation for better office gear."
Oh.
I mean, come
What
on.
a guy.
Just the
I
fact
mean,
that
come on.
he's saying
Yeah,
that.
he doesn't
What
even
a
have
guy.
to do it. Next racer at Checkered Flag Dan. You know how to reach me on Twitter. Just reach out. We'll get you a garage pass.
we'll
I'll
get
get you a
you
garage
easily.
pass.
I think-
Absolutely. We need to do it. We might, honestly, maybe one day we have a Checkered Flag Dan guest segment, honestly, at
Fuck
this point.
Dan on the show.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Guest segment with Checkered Flag Dan.
He was the first guy that has come in and tuned in almost every week, offered his thoughts, his comments, said he's not going back to Dover last week. Hey, valid. But look, if I've learned anything being a manager at Chick-fil-A, you treat your regular guests right because you want them coming back and they're the most important to your business, and we're gonna treat our regular viewers right.
Yeah.
Seamus in there too. Shout out that guy.
Seamus.
Seamus.
You don't even
Well,
know
it
how to
said
Shout out
Seamus.
Seamus.
It
That is
says
how you-
Seamus.
Buddy, that's how you spell Seamus, you
That
idiot.
is how you spell shit.
Seamus.
Speaking of
I
names,
think of the WWE wrestler.
yeah,
Seamus.
you know what? He's one of those.
Ah!
He just went on this whole spiel about treating the regulars right and doesn't even know how to pronounce Seamus. What
I
an
thought you were
idiot!
just saying Seamus because I'm just reading.
No,
my
his name's
notes.
Seamus.
It's always
Okay, well, I'll
been
say
Seamus.
Seamus from now on. I just
Yeah.
Also, talking about real names, I figured out what RJ's real name is today, and I won't disclose it on the
I
podcast.
know.
But I no,
Ronald.
well, he just
Ronald
shared it.
Jr.
He's Ronald Jr. That's
I
what
thought you knew
RJ's.
that.
Here I was thinking he was RJ. Well, obviously he's RJ. Here I was thinking he was like Ron John Starcevic or something. No, he's Ronald Jr.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you be RSJ then? Just
No,
like,
that's Ricky
just-
Stenhouse.
yeah, Ricky's. But then
Yeah.
like he's not RJS because he's not Ricky Jr. Stenhouse.
No, not quite.
Wow.
Well, if we really wanted to, we could. We can give him his own nickname.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm not that kind of guy. I mean, my nickname kind of sucks. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. I'm
This
not a
show
big
this show
fan of
needs some
it.
Caesar Baccarella.
Yeah.
Where is he?
I don't
You
know.
want to text him? Text him.
Huh?
Text him. Find out where.
Streaming.
Damn.
You got his
Oh.
number?
No.
God, how? You drove for him.
I got Tommy.
Well,
I got Tommy Joe.
You can't open another app while you're streaming.
I
This
don't know,
is
man. It's the first time I've done this, man.
this is some oversight. You want to?
It's only my third day out here.
Let's go. I mean, we
yeah,
could
yeah.
give it a shot. What if he texted you? We'd never know.
We're just gonna take the camera and just wander out to the.
Let's go. Let's get up close and personal with the Motor Stardom camera here.
Yeah, close. This is the Motor Stardom camera, aka my.
Wow, that pant leg that's just not far down. I was showing a lot of thigh there. All you viewers in the Motor Stardom show chat. What happens if I do this?
Garrett
Just
Smithley's firing Tommy Simpson.
You got to pay for that stuff sometimes, though.
is this still going? Are we still? Let me
Oh,
tell
we're
you.
going.
Your dad said mic
Oh.
placement. There we go. We're back.
We're back, baby. We are so back.
I think.
Yeah. So we had to communicate with
There we
Caesar.
go.
We're working on getting him
go.
over here. Did you tell him spot 64?
I did
In the DO lot?
64.
Okay.
Dude, this is the lowest budget
Yeah.
stream.
If you, listen, we're working with what we got. Again, it's all passion, people. It's all
Yeah.
passion at the end of the day. We're doing it for the love of the game, baby. That's what we're here for.
Oh yeah.
Even with me running 27th on a good day, I'm doing it for the love of the game. All right.
Shout out Ronald Sr., who's got to be watching,
Wrong.
right?
Yeah,
Because he just
yeah.
texted you.
Shout
Yeah.
out my dad.
He said mic
Yeah.
placement.
Something
Was
about
it that
my-
bad?
I
Was
don't
the
know
mic
how-
placement that awful?
I don't know,
Probably.
man.
Probably.
RJ, why don't you just go out and find him?
Yeah, I'm
Do you
going.
know? Is he in
All
the
right.
camper box?
RJ is gonna scavenge real quick. Find our next guest with Caesar Baccarella.
It's kind of scary.
But in the meantime, I guess we'll talk about what to expect for today as well as for tomorrow's Cup race. So, Steven, what we got cooking?
I hate this dynamic. I'm kidding. I love you. The feelings mutual. So we got a lot coming, right? I think it'll be pretty obviously on speed and RCR dominated race. Like I think RCR dominates every plate track in Xfinity, and they always will. Maybe not always, but you know what I mean. Like this season, it's got to be them. I think the 48 will be up there. Obviously, all the ECR Junior Motorsport or the Hendrick Junior Motorsports guys, they got Hendrick horsepower under there. They'll be up there.
Right.
To me, like it comes down to is Austin Hill going to crash? Austin Hill and Jesse Love crash. It's an open book.
Right.
If they don't, probably not.
Yeah.
And like even the 48 probably has to wreck too because he just won Atlanta, right?
Right.
So like you probably have to get rid of all the RCR prepped cars in order for somebody else to really have a shot.
Yeah. I mean, I would agree with you. I mean, I feel like ECR is obviously very strong here. There's a reason they have 19 motors out in this field with any Chevy affiliated car, not including obviously the Junior Motorsports cars, and with the exception of one other small team, I think that has a Hendrick motor. But I think RCR obviously is going to be the dominant team, right? They've had a history for the longest time of being a very, very competitive plate team, whether we're at Daytona, Talladega, now Atlanta. Since the reconfiguration, they've been very strong. So, and like you said, with the 48, with the big machine, we can't count those guys out, right? They did win Atlanta. They are very strong there as well. So we got to put them into the equation of guys that could potentially win this thing. And I feel like the Fords are very underrated as well. You know, the Fords have been very much in the picture for a lot of this stuff, both on the Xfinity side as well as the Cup side. So we can't count those guys out. I feel like the one manufacturer that will struggle sometimes when it comes to execution, and that is the Toyotas. But we'll see what tonight holds. There should be a lot to unpack with all this stuff as well. As we've got RJ back in the building, as well as co-owner of Alpha Prime and the driver of the number 5 7-Eleven Prime Bites Chevrolet, Caesar Baccarella. How are we doing, buddy? Good to see you.
They're at 7-Eleven. We got to go get them later.
So,
we talked about it.
oh, we're going.
All right. Then we got the one microphone. Low
You got
budget
one
here.
mic? All right, low budget?
Low
budget, but a lot of cash.
Low budget.
Low budget,
We're
high
going.
passion. I like that. I like that. Low budget, high passion.
Yeah, but we're so loud is I think
Yeah, we're
one
like,
mic.
no, the
I
mic
think
is
it's
projects. Here's
It'll
Yeah.
fucking
It's
stop.
just for
It'll pick
aura
us up.
purposes.
Yeah.
We put it in the guests.
Looks more professional,
Yeah, exactly.
more
But
real.
how we doing, man? It's hot outside, as you said.
Dude, I didn't realize it was that hot.
I couldn't do the black polo, man. I couldn't do it. I mean,
No,
I'm
no,
already
they
wearing
was-
the black pants.
Yeah.
Dude, that dude's just killing himself. Right
No, yeah, that's like the cotton. Yeah, that's thick.
As somebody that's
Yeah,
grown
yeah.
up,
It's not a good
you would
material.
think with me growing up and being raised in Florida, I know any better, but
Yeah.
apparently I don't. So.
No, yesterday we got here and actually I was wearing my Alpha Prime light joggers, bro. They're super cool. I had a tank top on. They gave me in the garage, and everybody was like, "Look at me!" Like they never see me with the tank top. That's the tire, bro. I should have brought today. You know,
Yeah.
put some number 5 stickers on it, and we're good to go.
Yeah.
But it's brutal.
You seen that fire suit that the RFK just put out for Brad K? The one
Oh,
the
yeah,
cut,
the
the cut
cut-
off
the-
sleeves.
oh,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
No.
Consumer cellular.
Oh, it
yeah.
looks sweet.
It looks good.
Yeah.
I would look.
That's
We'll
something.
look good.
That's something.
Caesar Baccarella.
It would
Yeah,
look
so-
right on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Something I'll wear.
Built for
Yeah.
Caesar
Yeah.
Baccarella.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, actually lost 8 pounds. Prime bites.
Okay.
Prime bites, more
I
muscle.
gotta
You
tell
know, I
you,
leaned out.
I gotta tell you, the best endorsement for your product is sitting right
Yeah,
in
right
front
there.
of me. I mean,
You
look
know?
at those biceps,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, and
That's
the age,
what
bro.
I'm talking about.
I'm old. You know.
Yeah, no, I mean,
You know?
yeah, and he still looks like that.
Yeah.
It's because of the freaking Prime
That's
bites. I
it.
mean, go
Yep.
get your pack now. 7-Eleven.
You gotta look good. I gotta look at my beautiful girlfriend, future fiance, bro. So I gotta look good. If not, she'll trade me in for the, a different model. You know.
different model.
Yeah, no model. No. It's I gotta maintain. So.
And this
Yeah.
guy's always coming on, show talking to me about, when a couple more years left or before I retire. Like, what do you mean, man? You got
You got 20 more years.
Nah, yeah, no. The way I would look, if, God willing, I'll do this to I'm in a stroller. Once I need a cane, but to I can use everything, I'm gonna keep going. I'll be the old man. It's all right. It's nice. When you get to mix up with the young bucks. We got a doe now. I think we have one girl, right? This race.
Natalie Decker.
Yeah, Natalie Decker. All right, so we got a doe in there, so that's cool. But I heard she's a mom now too.
She is.
Yeah.
First race back since
that's
she's a mom.
That's cool.
Seventh mother all time to race in NASCAR.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. You're female mom and you're racing.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got to give her that, a boy. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep,
Yeah.
And the show and everything too, and so are you, right? No DNQs. Don't even got to worry about that now. 38 cars, so you can just go out, set your foot in the race. It's fourth car for Alpha Prime, number 5.
Number 5.
It's looking good.
Looks really. I didn't realize that. I haven't seen it yet. No, the car looks sharp. I'm like, out of all the sponsors, Brian does a hell of a job wrapping them.
Yeah.
But this one, I was telling Mari, I'm like, damn, you can see that 711. It just like pops because it's the whole hood. It just happens to fit like. Dude, that's gonna get for TV. That's what you want. It pops. So they'll get their money's worth, this weekend. Hopefully, just don't know how I'm gonna do the race. You kind of strategizing it. Do I go early? This one, I think I'm gonna go more kamikaze and go a little bit earlier. If you get caught up in the, I say it's like playing chess with rattlesnakes.
Yeah.
So you think you're there, and all of a sudden, but we'll see. I'm gonna see how I'm gonna feel it out. Chill for the first beginning. I'm hoping we get to qualify. Because we had a really shitty qualifying in Talladega. Our mechanics made a few mistakes, and then during the race, actually my rear end, you'll appreciate this, got disconnected. So it was moving 4 inches. So the control arm bolt came off. So it's moving 4 inches when you're racing Talladega 200 miles an hour, and that thing's going bang. I'm going down the straightaway. I'm bouncing, like my teeth are shattering. I had to drive for like 20 minutes. I don't know how I didn't destroy it, but we got it back, and then unfortunately we were like 4 laps down. And you stayed there. Unfortunately, there wasn't enough cautions to get back on the lead lap. But I just want to see where we're at today on this car. I'm excited for Josh Williams. I ate dinner with him last night. He's a cool cat. Finally met his wife and his kid. Beautiful daughter. He's so fun. So he's excited. I think he wants a little redemption. Yeah. So I'm just hoping, please finish the race. I hope there's no mechanical nothing. Nobody tags him early. He's a good speedway racer too.
Yeah.
He does pretty good, and he's kicked ass. He's growing on road courses.
Yeah.
I mean, he's really excelled on that. But on that, we want the Prime Bites 711 car to kick some ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, we just talked to Garrett Smithley, who had the opposite take. He was like, "Yeah, I'm going. We got to be there at the end. We're sitting in the back. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna wait till our opportunity to bounce in stage 3 and let everybody else go do it." He was talking about Cesar Beccarella. He knows Beccarella's going to the front right away.
Yeah, no. I might do what he does, but I think the third stage usually I wait a little longer.
Yeah.
I think this time I'm gonna go a little bit sooner. If shit happens, but at least I want to put a good race for the sponsor, so they know we were able to mix it up with the guys. So we'll see. You change your mind you change your mind 20 times in a race. Then I got my spotter, blah, 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 over there trying to slow me down, not ready, no, don't go yet. It ain't ready. Anyway. Yeah, I'm like, Yeah, when there's 2 laps to go, you're using your mirrors as much, like whatever 2 inches you see. Yeah, so.
It's funny because I was having the same ideas in my head as I was researching and, watching footage from the last couple of years. And I've just come to the conclusion you can't expect the unexpected, right? Yeah. That's the thing with plate racing, and that's why I find it so interesting how guys like Justin Allgaier and Dale Jr. have gotten it so good and have been so consistent. Even Austin Hill, right? So, but that's the tough part for guys like us, where it's like we have to bide our time. We want to be there at the end to capitalize on those good finishes for the teams and for the partners. It's a double-edged sword because guys make it happen, and then there's some guys that don't. So I've very much been having the same thoughts and conversations in my head too. And it didn't help either that I looked back at last year's race and they wrecked on like lap 1 going into turn 3, and I was like, maybe I'll buy my time a little bit. But it's the crazy part of speedway racing, and I think that's why fans and teams kind of have an appreciation for it, because we got guys like you and I that don't have the recognition or the opportunity on a normal week, have that opportunity to run up front when the time is right. So it's always cool to be able to level the playing field out with the plate racing, to be able to give our partners and our teams that opportunity to be in the mix.
No, well, yeah, without a doubt. And you want to make the most of it when you get behind the wheel.
Yeah.
You know, and then I look at back at my statistics. It's like, dude, I could have had 20-something top tens, but you're right there at the end, and unfortunately, you just don't make it. You know, so sometimes you gotta have a little, fortune. You gotta play it right. Don't go too early. But one thing you don't notice, as fans, but when you're in the car, you know the shit's hitting the fan. You know, because people don't realize how bad these cars are moving. You think on TV you look all steady. No. Those things, bro, everybody's right next to her. They're slipping and sliding. They're getting sideways. They're hitting. It's like you'll see a guy go like this, like, oh, we're wrecking, and you know they're right. We're wrecking. Not yet. So yeah, it's pretty. Especially when we go like a green-white checker. I call it short track racing.
Yeah.
Those green-white checker. Nobody's lifting. Somebody's grandmother's in front of them. They ain't lifting. They're just gonna go run through whoever's there. They'll run over anybody. There's no lifting. And everybody's going for every inch. And that's why the mistakes happen, because you're trying to make that move, and unfortunately sometimes there's no space.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, but hold on, before we go, goodbye Mason Maggio. He's gotta go. Tony Maggio's flipping out because we gotta get him to a Density Energy show. And goodbye, Mason. Shout out Tony Maggio.
Gentlemen, it's always a pleasure.
Goodbye, Mason. If we don't see you again, good luck.
We'll talk to you guys soon. I gotta head out.
Okay.
We will.
Anyways, it's funny you say that, Caesar, because we were just talking again to Garrett.
Yeah.
And we asked him that question: who would you run through for your win? And he said he would run through his grandmother because he thought his grandmother would wreck him back.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't run through his Mima because he couldn't do it to his Mima. So it depends. Some
Don't
people
push that way, but don't wreck.
Yes.
Grandma, no. Everybody's gonna go through the impact. She's going for a ride.
So what is your? What would you walk out of here tonight being like? That's what I hope for. That's a great finish.
So, I'm definitely my goal is top 10. That is my goal. I think first race we finished 13th. I was upset because I didn't get the 10. But I had brakes. People realize our first Daytona race, I had 50% brakes. I couldn't even stop. It was so bad. The second race, what happened? But me, if I get a top 10, because we've had 3 top 10s, a 13th in the last like 6 races. I got wrecked here, last year. Almost coming to the checker, but we were there. We were in the top 10, which was good. But at least we got on TV. They recognized what we were doing. So to me, the top 10 is the goal. I'm a very courteous driver too. I don't know if you get, people sometimes, you don't realize it. Beginning of the race, I'll let a lot of guys in, especially the top guys. You're very, you know what I mean? Because you don't want to get caught up in a wreck. Sometimes you got to make moves, but just at the end, you just got to go.
Yeah.
That's how I went Michigan. Yeah. Michigan went from the back to the front. I went to the high side. Cole Custer gave me a shot in the middle of the turn, which was awesome. But that was a great race. But learned a lot. But to me, it's just another top 10. Just to solidify that, we're getting better. I'm getting better. You learn because you don't get to do this every day.
Yeah.
And sometimes you push the limits when it's like, damn. And you're also, when you get to do this every day, nobody realizes. I think sometimes you're too courteous, because these guys are doing it every week. You don't want to mess up with their points. You don't want to, instigate. You want to try to give them a little too much room. Sometimes it costs you time. But, no, I think if we get another top 10 and give me some momentum for Talladega, and then next year I want to do like 10 races. Next year I'm going, more races. I'm excited. So, Prime Bite's full effect.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. 7-Eleven. Prime Bites.
Caesar's saying his business is good, and we're gonna ramp some stuff up next year. Do you feel home when you come here? When you drive through the tunnel, is it like a home track?
No, yeah. I love it here, and I hate it here.
Yeah.
Because it's the most anticlimactic track. When you think you got it, there's one to go. You think you got it, and you're pumped, boom. And it's happened so many times that, look, I could go back and you watch the video like so many times. But you love it because this is like, when you say you did good at Daytona, you did good at Daytona. Yeah. And everybody's dream is to win here.
Yeah.
You go win Mark, you can do that. But when you say you won Daytona, it's like, bro, you won the big boy track. Look at Dale Sr., took him forever, because it's hard to win here, Yeah. And he finally got it. But it meant so much to him because he wanted that feather in his cap.
Yeah.
And Junior, he's always dominated here. back in the day, he dominated. I think this is like, you can't say it's the heart of NASCAR, but technically, to me, this is like the track. You know, they say NASCAR started here at that, I think, I don't know if it was a Streamline Hotel or whatever. That's where the contract first started. So a lot of history. You know, it's a big boy track, so your ass cheek puckers up a lot. I tell her, I see baby Jesus a couple times, you know, sometimes during the race, you know.
But it's one good ass cheek pucker.
Yeah, no, yeah. So, yeah. But, no, I think that the top 10 will be, you get a top 15, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be all right. You know, am I going to be happy? If it's a one piece, we're good. But top 10, you know, then I'll be like, yes. I think, yeah, not get drunk, but we'll have a lot of drinks. You know, good celebrity.
Yeah, top the cigars.
Yeah, cigar.
Well, and I was going to ask, you know, you guys have the cigars top 10. It's just that if all 4 cars finish the race clean tonight, doesn't have to be top 10. Say it's like, you know, you got 3 in the top 15, you get 4, you know, the 4th, maybe it straggles in 21st, but it's clean.
Oh, we'll celebrate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because here it's, you demolish cars.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
You know, and the biggest thing is like, I'm going to race the first race here, and I'm pumped, you know, and I have a Parker, and I got pulled, I'm going. All of a sudden, I see a slow car, you know, like 44. I'm like, shit, you want me to pick him up? That's what it's on the radio. Like, he's got too much damage. When I drove by him, I'm like, shit, this car was destroyed. It was lap 1. So this is, you never know what's going to happen, and, you know, and here, but one little thing in cars, you know, the recycle bin guy must make a lot of money here.
Yeah.
You know, because you go there and they say, there you go, scrap yard.
They gotta do a lot here. Jet dryers.
Yeah.
And they gotta have all the people to get all the equipment off this. So hopefully that's not you guys. Hopefully you guys don't have to worry about it. You can take every car back. Now 4 cars like we talked about. And I know you mentioned you know, more than likely what you said, gotten this Speedway car from Our Motorsports. We know they shut down. Bought some stuff from them. Is this 4th entry something where you guys are like experimenting with? Like if you bought a Speedway car, like hypothetically, you're gonna go run it again at Talladega if everything aligns, if you have the sponsorship.
Yeah, if everything aligns, it depends on the driver. Next year we're gonna be more picky. We're gonna pick here with our drivers. I think Josh is doing like 4 or 5 this year. Don't know. And I actually want him in the car because we got to get the points up on that for the 45 car.
Yeah.
We want to get that up a little bit. And then next year we don't know what's gonna happen. You know, there's other things I'm looking at. You know, I can't say so, but to make the team better.
Yeah.
You know, we do want to make the team better. I think the team has gotten better. We almost won 2 already. You know, Park almost won 2. And I think Poole also, he has his top 5. You see that before it was just getting a top 10. Now we've gotten top 5s, you know, finished 2nd, you know. We're getting better, you know, and it's just, people don't realize the competition now is stacked. This wasn't 3 years ago. Now you have 23 cars minimum.
Oh, yeah.
That minimum 23 cars, it's probably more, I'm going to say probably 26, that are cup related, affiliated, alliance, big money, and then there's us that we're running on, you know, a quarter what they're running on.
Right.
So for us, I think it's for what we've done this year, and Parker what he's done, and Poole, I think he's you know, Mr. Consistency. I call him Mr. You know, top 18. That's his, you know, 17, 18, 16. He squeezes in the top 10. So I think that's overall we've shown that we're getting better, and then hopefully next year we do it more. If we can do 4 cars, we'll do it. But it's got to be competitive.
Yeah.
You know, I think we're gonna be more picky now on driver. We don't want to just take drivers. It's all about money.
Yeah.
But we want to get drivers that we know they're gonna be able to finish in the top 20.
Yeah.
You know, because that's our, you know, our benchmark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look good. We got 4 cars that look really good this week.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I like
a
a
lot
lot
of orange.
Love
Yeah,
it.
a
I
lot of
love
orange.
A lot of
I
orange.
love orange.
Yeah.
Some 11's got the green and
Yeah.
orange. What color's Parker's? What's he driving?
Parker is, I think he's blue.
I saw the gallery this weekend, but it's,
Yeah.
it's left.
I forgot what it was.
Visual Pack Companies.
I think it's Visual Pack. I think it's blue.
It's the blue and black
Yeah.
and white one, yeah.
Yeah, he's always been blue. Yeah,
And
blue
then
and
the
black.
44 and 45 both orange.
Orange. Yeah.
And the 7-Eleven
The
green.
7-Eleven
Prime Bites orange mobile.
Orange mobile.
Look at the sexiest car on the racetrack this week.
All right,
Number
so
2.
what's your favorite Prime Rice flavor so far? How many are there in total? I know there's fudge brownie. You tried that.
Mario,
I
how
know
many
there's
you
the
got?
blueberry one.
She knows. I don't know.
9 flavors of brownies and
Yeah.
then 4 of the meat.
9 brownies and 4 of the minis.
4 minutes. So
Said
what am
9
I
and
missing?
3.
I know there's the chocolate ones, chocolate fudge brownie, blueberry.
Yeah.
There's 2 more
For what? The minis?
for the bites. Yeah, minis.
The little minis?
Yeah.
Chocolate chip?
There's a chocolate chip one.
Yeah, chocolate. Oh, it's fire.
Where?
Yeah,
haven't even found it yet.
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, you got chocolate chip fudge, the chocolate fudge. You have the blueberry and the birthday cake.
Birthday cake. Okay.
Yeah.
You wait till you hear about the flavors for the brownies, okay?
Yeah.
Chocolate glazed donut, glazed cinnamon roll, birthday cake, banana nut, peanut butter, candy crunch, chocolate cookie monster, cookie dough, blueberry cobbler, and the cookies and cream bundle.
That's
Cookie
it.
dough. Cookie dough is my favorite so far.
Cookie dough?
I like that one.
Yeah.
That's the one I tried when I was in PA.
Is that you like that?
Yeah.
We have apple. Was it apples? What? Do we have apple cinnamon raisin coming up?
Oh!
That shit's it's
You
Christmas,
doing it pre-tested?
bro. It's Christmas.
Send me
Christmas in the mouth, bro. I'm telling you, that's what I call it, bro. You take that. It's like you have coffee and you have that. I'm like, whoo! I turn into baby fat boy, bro. I only one pack. I'll start eating like 3. Yes.
I have almost as high hopes for Prime Bites as I do a Bloomin' Onion. That's how high up we are.
good.
Like, we're at the Bloomin' Onion level of hype for this thing. So
Yeah.
it's finally going to happen. Tonight is the night.
Do you have them on you?
I do. They're actually in the bag that's in your car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I always have
My
a
car.
couple Bloomin' Onions strapped on me. You know,
Alright, you
you
like
got to be
Bloomin'
ready for the.
Onions?
Yeah, they're good. Yeah, just too fattening, bro. It's not about diet. I can't eat.
But when you're cheating,
Anything tastes that good,
when
you
all
know,
four
it ain't
carbs
good for you. You know.
come home clean tonight.
Oh no, yeah, hell yeah. No,
Free
no,
Bloomin'
yeah,
Onions.
yeah.
And then take us through one more time. What was the if you were Josh or Alpha Prime win?
Well,
Party
no,
bus.
she knows it too. Like, we're disappearing for a week probably. I don't know if we'll make it to the next race. You know, we'll probably send memos or something. But yeah,
don't even worry about it. I think
sign the
we're recording
waivers.
this.
We're gonna party like really. You know, we're gonna celebrate a well-earned celebration. Well-earned. You know.
Yeah.
I guess I'll skip the first week of law school.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. It'll be worth it. You'll make memories. You know. You have some battle wounds. You know, but you'll be okay.
Well, tonight, what time you guys qualify?
3 o'clock qualifying. Hopefully it doesn't rain.
Yeah.
And then the racing 7 p.m.
7:30.
Yeah,
Leads
7,
probably
7:30.
flag around 7:30.
Yeah.
So tonight, it's Friday night under the lights. Can't ask for more than that. CW. Make
Sure.
sure to tune in. All 38 cars are going to be racing. I don't know one person in the field that isn't going for a top spot tonight. Everybody's there to compete. So some people are going to ride in the back and then compete. Some people are going to compete at first, but
Yeah, and then remember to the playoffs. So
Playoffs,
everybody's
playoffs.
a lot of guys are trying to sneak one in.
there's some people on the bubble.
Yeah.
Parker Retzloff can win tonight.
Yeah.
Brendan Poole can win
Brendan Poole,
tonight
yep.
and make the playoffs.
Jeremy Clements could win tonight and make the class. We're gonna list them all.
Jay could do it.
Parker or
Yeah,
Poole.
Parker.
Let's give it. That's
Right.
But if I'm behind one of those guys, I
Push
wouldn't.
him.
I'll push him. I won't even move.
I was literally asking that question.
I won't even think about it.
That's great.
It's just straight up push, because they win, I win.
Yep.
It's a team win.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's what it's about.
Oh,
You
and
know?
at that point, you got a team at least 1-2 if you're pushing them to a win.
Yeah.
So you're taking out all
Then,
day.
no matter what, I say, I'm a winner. I got a team win, so.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, Parker Retzloff pushed somebody to a win at the Cup race last year.
Ooh,
Now it's time for somebody to push him to a win in the
Yeah.
Xfinity race this year.
7-11.
Caesar Baccarella is open to it.
But if I'm in front of him, then he's got to get around me. Yeah, that's a different story. He's gonna be doing some pushing. You know.
Well, thanks to everybody in the chat for listening. We had a pretty active chat for this one. Everybody showed up, 12 o'clock on a Friday. Guess everybody's all waiting for NASCAR to
Works.
start. Yeah,
Last-
so
last
thanks
time.
everybody. I'll let you hand that to Steven.
There
He'll
you
do the
go.
outro. I set us off here.
Thanks for watching this very special edition of the Motor Stardom Show. RJ's gone, Mason's gone, but we still got Caesar Beccarella here. We're going to keep doing stuff like this all the time, so be sure, subscribe to the Motor Stardom on Instagram, subscribe to Motor Stardom, I guess follow on Instagram, right, Twitter, all the social media for all the updates on what we're doing. Thanks for watching.